one of America's biggest companies, inking a tentative deal with Iran. Now, that proposed agreement could sell more than 100 Boeing aircraft to Iran Air. The massive contract is estimated to be worth $25 billion, but it's not a done deal yet. The U.S. government still has to sign off. Congressman Peter Roskam says those planes will not be for ferrying tourists. Instead, he says they will be used to send weapons and assist Syrian dictator Bashar al-Assad. Illinois Congressman Peter Roskam is here to go on the record. Did I get your version right?
You got it exactly right, Greta. So here's the thinking. These are fungible products. In other words, we're not talking about selling baby formula to the Iranians. We're talking about selling commercial aircraft, which Boeing boasts, by the way, of their capacity to be interchangeable with military aircraft. But regardless of Boeing's boasts, they've got the capacity to put rockets on them, put personnel on them, and you give these things to the Iranians, and they've not walked away, that is the Iranians, from their commitment to being the world's largest state sponsor of terror. So it begs the question, why is an iconic American company doing business and being complicit with the world's largest state sponsor of terror? It's outrageous.
All right. The thing that bothers me on top of all that is the fact that Iran still hasn't told us where former FBI agent Bob Levinson is. We still have no idea, and at least I remember a few months ago Josh Ernst said that he suggested that the White House knows or suspects that Iran knows where he is. Not that the White House knows, but that Iran does. We still don't know. So why are we helping Iran out?
Well, we shouldn't be helping Iran out, and Boeing shouldn't be making a buck on this. So what Boeing, I was briefed by some of their Washington people that came in to see me about a month ago or so. One of their arguments was, well, Airbus is doing it. Well, when does history ever treat well?
But the French are doing it, right?
Yeah, French are doing it. That's great. So when does history ever exonerate somebody that said, you know what, the other guy was doing it, so we decided to do it?
Can you stop it?
Well, so here's what we're doing. I've offered amendments that we're going to be debating on the floor to prohibit the Department of Treasury from licensing this deal and from actively participating in the financing of this deal. Congressman Bustani has introduced legislation with me to change the tax consequences of a deal like this, because Boeing's trying to kind of pull a fast one. There's some other tax consequences in terms of what's known as dollarization of these issues. So the bottom line is we can put a lot of pressure, we can try and create a lot of attention here, and at the very least, Boeing, you don't get to be an iconic American company and do business with the world's largest state sponsor of terror.
Can President Obama do something to stop this?
Yeah, he could absolutely do something to stop it. He could say, we're not going to license this deal. Done. Over.
And Iran really needs those planes.
Yeah, Iran is desperate for these planes, and this is part of the argument. Iran, of course, they're desperate for the planes. Part of the deal, I think, during the nuclear thing, was that the Iranians got Iran Air off the terror watch list. But here's the problem. Mahan Air, also an Iranian airline, maintains itself on the terror watch list. So here's how this works. These planes are fungible, they move around, and mark my words, if this happens, Boeing's name will forever be linked with terror.
It's a non-starter for me that we don't know where Bob Levinson is in the White House. I don't even want to think about this issue until they do that. But anyway, that's me. Anyway, bring Bob Levinson home. Anyway, Congressman, thank you.